Hello, everybody. My name is Faheem Jackson, and welcome to yet another episode of In the Know. This is a daily short form podcast show which is aimed at putting people in the know. A show where I cover a variety of topics using my experiences and viewpoints in life to put people in that know. You say, what's the know? It's the understanding that seems to be hard for people to grasp, which would make their lives a lot simpler. The following is the intro speech for today's topic, and that intro speech is regarding how to pay for college. When I was in high school, I was thinking about a variety of things regarding college. One of the things was figuring out how I was going to pay for school. Now, luckily for me, I was the youngest with two older sisters that have already been through that college process. So for me, the preparation wasn't as bad. Yet I still was a little shook because the school was private that I first attended. Well, that was before I transferred back home. That was less money. But that semester hit me hard financially, which is why I'm glad I received financial aid for school, a little scholarship money, and some grants. So, what is a good method for paying for college? Let's start with senior year in high school. This is when you start seeking out money, and we're going to discuss more of this later. You're seeking out money such as scholarships, grants, loans. These are the three basic things you're going to be looking for. Who's going to be helping you? Is it going to be your parents? Or did your parents help you out earlier in life? Did they set up a savings account, stocks, bonds when you were a young kid? A lot of parents do this with their children when they want to have money to pay for their college education later on in life. Let's look after high school. Another method, there's a part time job. This is while you're in school full time. Or better yet, you can get a full time job and go to school part time. How about after high school, you take a gap year? Meaning you take time off to save money and then come back. Or are you going to be one of the chosen few who take part in the NCAA as a collegiate athlete, which is another way that some people pay? Let's take a deeper look into methods. How about a job? You could get an entry level position right out of high school. It's not going to pay you much, but it will help with some type of work experience while you're in school. You can work and pay for school this way, a work in school campus capacity, such as the school cafeteria. You could also become a resident advisor. And being a RA is a tough job, but they help you pay for school. You could do work study, which is valuable work experience. How about some loans? Financial need based, they're going to look at your parents' income. So beware. You may get less money if parents earn too much. Note what you can pay back. Don't get direct back loans with very high interest from such loan businesses like these Quicken Loan places. The interest can be very, very high. Only get those if you drastically need them. As far as scholarships, these at times can be based on financial need. They can be based off your grade, such as me. I got a financial based scholarship, which was academic based as well. It was $5,000 per year coming from high school. What about scholarships dedicated to your degree program? Some degree programs offer more money than others. Or what about money within the university's endowment? Now let's look at a few grant ideas. Money that you do not have to repay are grants. These are typically smaller than loans, and they're limited than financial aid loans. Other methods for paying, family, like I said, athletics. You can get a partial scholarship through athletics or a full ride, which is a full academic scholarship. Not academic, how about that? A full scholarship paid for all 4 years. What about, let's try living remote to pay for school. You could live at home. Here you save money and the tuition is cheaper. You can live with roommates, split your rent, and live with students and lower your tuition. Or you can have your own apartment. This way you can build credit, you have lower tuition, and cheaper rent than living on campus at the university. Let's look at far length methods for paying. What is a far length? These are kind of the no-nos. but people do them, like dancing. What is dancing? That's right, you heard it. Stripping. Now, I'm not knocking anybody. Fast money, higher stress levels, though, and it's not always a good night. It could affect your graduate school program depending on what you're going to pursue if you're going to do this line of work. It could affect med school, law school, education. That's if anybody finds out, so be very discreet. Affect career pursuits. With the internet, there's a lot of information out there. Law firms typically get nervous, and then you got to deal with the stress of parents not wanting you to teach their children if you're going to pick this line of work. And this is the biggest no no: drugs. When I was in undergrad, you had people selling drugs to pay for school. Sorry, drugs is illegal. Jail time, and this is a very violent business. So people, stay away from these things. This is why they're called the no nos. Here's the end statement: why we should understand methods for paying for school. Here's why we should understand these methods for paying for school. For those of you thinking about going to college, understand a few things. Make sure you're going because your degree will aid you in the future. Because certain degree programs are so basic that you're spending tens of thousands to attain a regular job that leaves you in debt. So know why you want to go and be prepared to spend a lot of money, even at a small institution. Understand if it is beneficial to stay home or live on campus. Know if you should work, pay for school, whether part-time or full-time. Or do you want to just focus on school full-time? These are the thoughts that should come to mind when you want to go to college, because you will have to come up with the methods for paying. Thanks everybody for listening to In the Know, and can't wait to bring the next episode where we talk about living at home after high school, or should one live on their own in college on campus.